Good evening, Mononokel. I'm just opening a sealed here since I'm going to want to practice for the open at some point. Yeah, this is definitely hot garbage. Sparring Regiment's good. Double Hull of Oracles, maybe I can do something with that. This is garbage, garbage, garbage. Alright. I'll start a draft pretty soon here. This was me killing time. Oh, there's a Swords to Plowshares. One of them is Swords to Plowshares. We'll see in a minute what the other one is. I don't know. 1, 2. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Rushed Rebirth is the other one. That one's bad too. Alright, well, I do have an Environmental Sciences. That's good to know. Introductory Prophecy, Expanded Anatomy, and Introduction to Annihilation. So, got some good learn targets. Oh, and an Inkling Summoning. And an Elemental Summoning. Got a couple of Enthusiastic Studies. Arcane Subtraction. Guiding Voice. Where are my good gold cards? Expressive Iteration. Vrutha. Spectacle Mage. Practical Research is not bad. Double Blood Researcher. Let's see what Jeskai looks like. What's my fixing? I have a black-green land, a couple of black-white lands, blue-green, an any color, black-white. So most of my fixing is not in Jeskai. Hey, dual lands. Hey, Angel. I don't know. This is only my second sealed. And I'm really just doing, I was doing this to give people a chance to get in before I started my draft. Dual lands? No, not really. We've got everything moved in now. The fridge arrives tomorrow. So we're still not there yet. Alright, let's see what my Jeskai cards look like. For the Golem, I have Guiding Voice. I guess Enthusiastic Study. Might be fine. I'd love to play Rise. Stick that in there. So I would need this land for sure. Probably play these. This land. And is this maybe... oh, I missed the Sparring Regimen. So this is 11 creatures, 12 spells. That's kind of reasonable. The blue is kind of... no, it's not. It's kind of an even split on the land, which is a bit of a bummer. It's kind of interesting, though. I kind of like it. There's a lot of 3, which is not great, but I think that's okay. The mana is going to be the real problem. So I'm lightest on blue. Agreed, Sparring Regimen is really good. It's probably my best card. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, call it, white sources, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources, and 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 learn cards, and Aretha that can copy some of them. Is there any way to get away from blue a bit? So Spectacle Mage makes 1, 2, 3 spells cheaper. So let me screenshot this. And then what if I cut a bunch of the blue? So what if I was like only splashing Aretha? That was the majority of my creatures. Playing like all my red cards. Oh, I also have Environmental Sciences, which helps me fix. I have 1, I have a couple of early learn cards. What, do I have enough green? This card's just terrible, right? So I have Field Trip. Containment Breach is interesting as a lesson. Emergent Sequence actually fixes me. Tendrils is good. Strangely, I'm like missing creatures out of green. Yeah, this land is your land, this land is my land. And I didn't get like any Quandrix cards. Yeah, literal 0. And then what's my black look like? I have, well, that's not right. I have a Mage Hunter's Onslaught, an Eye Twitch. Yeah, my black is pretty horrendous. I think I liked my first build. Maybe Thrill of Possibility is a little better and should be in. Maybe Practical Research is less important. Oh, I didn't have this Aerialist in, but it probably should be. Okay, the graphical bugs are irritating me, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I have the green-black hybrid Pledge Mage, but that's like the only card I care about in black. This card could be good, but I don't really have much in the way of life gain that makes it very good. And other than that, basically my only black card that I care about is Mage Hunter's Onslaught and Eye Twitch. So my black's pretty horrific. So I think I had this one in. Okay, I have too many cards now. Let me see the... So I didn't have the Aerialist in before, and I didn't have Thrill. That's what's different. I kind of like Thrill. Maybe I don't particularly like Practical Research. It's okay. Or maybe the Battle Seer. I really want to try and cut blue cards if I can. So maybe the Aerialist goes. And maybe the Prismari Apprentice, just because it's like a cheap blue card and I don't really want that. Expressive Iteration is pretty good, so I think I'm okay keeping that one. So I have like 4 hard blue sources if you don't count the Hall. And I've got 1, 2, I'm looking at my learn cards that are not blue. 3, 4, all pretty early. And the reason I'm looking at that is because I have this, where is it? Environmental Sciences. Yeah, something like this is probably good. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Maybe I want 1 more land in this build. And if I did want 1 more land, maybe Practical Research would go. I'm basically looking at Expressive Iteration or Practical Research. And Expressive Iteration is cheaper, which would generally be good. Yeah, Dual Lands, the Mythic is not good. But this is kind of like a draw to. And this is a draw 4, discard 2, unless I discarded instant or sorcery. So the effect is like similar. Obviously this one's more powerful, but it's a 5 mana spell too, where this is only a 2 mana spell. Yeah, I'd probably play Thrilling Discovery, but I have Thrill of Possibility, which is similar. I think I'm going to cut the Practical Research. Part of my thinking is like the 2 mana spell is easier to Rutha, for example. So that lets me play another land, namely an island, I think. Which is kind of awkward, but sometimes sealed is. Alright, so I think that's what the deck would be. But I'm going to draft. Yeah, agreed the 3/4 is not great, but no, I don't really have other options. My pool's pretty bad, but I cobbled something together. Anyways, traditional... Where are you? Standards, Premier, Sealed, Strixhaven, traditional drafts. I was on it. Alright, what do we have here? Agonizing Remorse is fine. I like the Maelstrom Muse. So, I think the best cards are Maelstrom Muse and Rise of Extus. I haven't gotten to play Blue-Red yet. I think Rise is reasonable first pick. I mean, it's 6 mana, kill a creature, draw a card, basically. Assuming you've gotten yourself, lessons. But it's also in black and white, and those are 2 colors I'm less interested in playing in general. I'll take the Maelstrom Muse. Pop Quiz, Professor of Symbology is really good. Would have been a really good follow-up for the Rise of Extus. So if I'm on the Maelstrom Muse plan, there's Elemental Masterpiece and Pop Quiz. I'll probably take Pop Quiz over Elemental Masterpiece. Professor of Symbology is probably the best card. But I don't feel like going down the white path. So let's take Pop Quiz. Yeah, Elemental Masterpiece is good, but there are several different 7-drops that are all common in Prismari. And good learn cards, I think, are a little harder to replace. There's also an argument for this Elemental Summoning as well, which maybe I should take over Pop Quiz. But I think I can go with Pop Quiz. Zimone is very good. So is Prismari Pledge Mage. Yeah, I think Pop Quiz is one of the better learn cards. So I think it's between Zimone and Prismari Pledge Mage. If I want to stick to the Prismari plan, obviously that's the pick. If I'm willing to splash around, Zimone's very good. And actually there's Spirit Summoning too. But I think I can take the Prismari Pledge Mage. 2-drops are kind of at a premium in this set because there aren't a lot of them. So, yeah, Teamer is totally doable, but I think I can take the Pledge Mage here. Eureka Moment's good. Oh, Environmental Sciences, I have to take that. If Environmental Sciences wasn't here, it would be between Eureka Moment and Arcane Subtraction, and I would take a Eureka Moment in that case. But you can't pass up Environmental Sciences. I'm actually a little surprised that it's still here, 4th pick. And especially with all the uncommons still in the pack, which means there were, 2 commons that were taken over Environmental Sciences? I don't know if that's right. Kelpie Guide's interesting. Spirit Summoning is interesting. I guess between those two. I think I'll take the Kelpie Guide. I just kind of like that card. Spirit Summoning might be the right pick, but hopefully I can pick up another lesson or 2 later. Well, there's another Spirit Summoning. Perhaps it is time to take it. There's Waterfall Aerialist too, but I think at this point I want to take a Spirit Summoning. I do want some more learn cards. But I've got one already. Well, there's a Elemental Summoning and an Elemental Masterpiece. I don't think Culmination of Studies is good, so I'm not going to take that. I'm not sure. I guess I'll take the Masterpiece. I'm very not sure about that pick, though. The Warden seems solid. Ooh, Spectacle Mage. That's nice. So it does feel like Prismari's open. With that Masterpiece, would have liked the Summoning instead, but oh well. I don't think this is an especially great Prismari card. I will take the Masterpiece, but I probably don't want any more 7-drops. Hey Angel, if you're still here, how are things going? Haven't talked to you in a while. I don't know that I like Vortex Runner a lot. I agree it's much better when you have green in your deck. I would have to get to 8 lands like the normal way, and I don't particularly want to be doing that. So I have 2 lessons so far, only 1 learn card. I have a good start to the deck, though. Maelstrom Warden, Spectacle Mage. I even like the Pillar Drop Warden, and then the Prismari Pledge Mage is good. Then Pop Quiz and Kelpie are both pretty good. So another Spirit Summoning or a Battle Seer. I mean, I don't really care about the Battle Seer, so I guess I'll take a Spirit Summoning. Arcane Subtraction's not bad. Another learn card. I'll just take the uncommon. Which card is Explosive Welcome? Take the blue card for signaling purposes, but I'm not going to play this. Nopers. Oh, yeah, I mean, that card's okay. Wow, so this is not a great pack for me. Rise of Extus is great. I could take this to just plan to play it on the backside. That's probably what I'm doing here. My other options are Tome Shredder, which I don't think is very good, Frost Trickster, which is fine, and Introduction to Prophecy. So I think I'm just going to take this for the blue side. If this wasn't here, I'd probably take the Introduction of Prophecy. Leyline Invocation looks good. No, it's a green card. I'm not currently playing green. And I'm not on the, like, put a bunch of lands into play plan. Curate's not bad. Quandrix Pledmage is fine. Which of those two cards would I prefer? I'm not sure. Probably Curate. I don't think Pledmage is an important thing to have in this deck. Another pop quiz, that's nice. Ooh, there's also a fractal summoning. Oh, just kidding, there's a lightning bolt. I'm taking lightning bolt. This pack's actually quite good for me. I would play a lot of these cards. I doubt pop quiz or fractal summoning will come back. But because they're both in here, maybe Pillar Drop Warden comes back? I don't know. Mentor's Guidance. We have 2 wizards, a shaman, a druid. That might be good. Over like Curate or Waterfall Aerialist. Introduction to Annihilation wouldn't be a bad card to have either, but I think I'll take the Mentor's Guidance here. So there's Start from Scratch, Introduction to Prophecy. The Lorehold Pledmage is fine. And Reject is kind of meh. So the question is, do I want to start from scratch or an Introduction to Prophecy for the sideboard? Or for the, as a lesson, I mean. I think the start from scratch is less replaceable, so I'll take that. I don't know if that's the right pick, but my thought is a lot of my lesson cards already, or sorry, learn cards already are draw effects. Actually, I guess I only have 2. Arcane Subtraction and Pop Quiz. Alright, so I was a liar, but I still stand by it's less replaceable. Enthusiastic Study is a learn card, but it's also not really a card that my deck wants. So I think I'll take the Aerialist here. Well, this pack's kind of just unfortunate for me. Looks like I'm pretty cut from this direction. I'm not going to be playing a 3rd Elemental Mastery. So I guess I'll just take the rare, so I can't play anything else. Expressive Iteration, there's a good card. I'm very happy to pick that up. Introduction to Annihilation would not be bad either. I could take the Lorehold Campus. I don't have much plan to splash white here. I don't think the Golem's good in my deck. Yeah, it's not. And there's the Assistant. The Assistant might be playable. Actually, I'm going to take the Campus. There's a small chance that I would want to splash white, and I might even play it as an off-color Scryland, or a half-on-color Scryland. This looks like garbage, but I'm also not close to anything else, so I'll take it for signaling purposes. I think pack 3 is going to go well for me. This pack didn't go very well for me. I think it's because I'm cut on the left. Alright, so the Warden and the Welcome came back. I'm not sure which one I like better. I guess I'll take the Welcome, but I'm not sure if that's right. I don't really like any of these either. I guess I'll take the Aerialist. Take the red card. There's like green card. What's this doing here? Oh, right. Alright, so I'm going to move the lesson cards to the sideboard for the moment. Okay, so I have 18 cards right now. Ooh, Archmage and Time Warp? I think it has to be Archmage. As sweet as Time Warp is, Archmage is just too good. With this many good blue cards on the pack, it's possible I wheel something good. Like there's Pop Quiz, Burying Books, and Time Warp all in the pack still. No, I don't have to take Time Warp. I definitely have to take Archmage. It's a much, much better card. So I might actually wheel a blue card because of how many good ones there are. And there's even like, if for the Quandrix players, there's this Cultivator and Eureka Moment too. So we'll see. What do you do? That's fine. So it's a 4/4 where like my instants can turn my stuff into, they die into 4/4s. You think it's a great card? I think it's fine. The question is Spectacle Mage better? And I don't know the answer to that. I guess I'll take it because I haven't played with it. This Fractal Summoning could be quite good too. Maybe the Spectacle Mage comes back. I got the first one really late. Basically nothing for me. I don't particularly want Reject. I'm not going to play a third Elemental Masterpiece. It doesn't look like I'm splashing white at this point. I don't really want the Battle Seer. 20 playables. I guess I can take Reject for the sideboard. I am playing best of 3. Ooh, Creative Outburst. There's a good 7-drop. Do I have an Elemental Summoning yet? I don't, right? That's pretty good too. I'm not that good at casting 7-drops, right? Yeah, I'm not that good at it. The Prismari Campus is nice too. But I think I want this Elemental Summoning. Another Masterpiece, huh? I'll take Curate here. Curate got a lot better after I got this Archmage because it's just a cheap spell. Shock is good. Ooh, but so is Ardent Dust Speaker. Probably has to be that. As much as I would love to have Shock. That's true, Curate is good with the Expressionist because it's a cheap instant. I'm going to take the Dust Speaker, as much as I would like that Shock. Oh, another Maelstrom Muse. There's also Burying Books. But I have so many expensive spells, I think it's got to be the Maelstrom Muse. Thrill of Possibility is good. Make Your Marks fine. Probably just want Thrill here. Wow, berry and pop quiz. I think it has to be berry. I only have like 3 learn cards right now. I really want another learn card, but berry in books is so good. Yeah, I guess I'm going to take berry in books. Be sad to pass that pop quiz. But that was the pack where I said there's a lot of good blue cards and something might wheel. And it did. Alright, so what am I cutting here? Enthusiastic Study's kind of meh in my deck, but it's a learn card. I'm probably cutting Aerialist. Wow, Spectacle Mage came back. That's sweet. So maybe I cut both Aerialists. Probably not playing a third Masterpiece. I'm not playing any of this. Pledge Mage versus Shaman. Probably Pledge Mage, but I'm probably not playing that either. Alright, what is my last cut? So this is Cleric, Druid, Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard. Druid, Wizard, 6, and does Shaman count? Yeah. So I have like 8. I have 8. Well, that's plenty. 9. Wizard, 5. Shaman, 8. Yeah, you're right, 9. And 1 Druid. So that's plenty. Enthusiastic Study doesn't really belong in the deck, but it's a learn card. And I only have 1, 2 other learn cards, right? Yeah. But maybe I just cut it anyway. It just doesn't really do what my deck wants. Yeah, but I like Thrill. It's good with the Pledge Mage because it's a cheap spell that I can play pre-combat. It's good with the Expressionist because it's an instant. I didn't end up with Arutha. It's good with Archmage because it's cheap. It's good with Ardent Dust Speaker because it puts stuff in my, it puts cheap instants in my graveyard. And if I draw a bunch of spells and not a bunch of the expensive spells and not enough lands, I can dump one of those. I do not want forests. So this is 13, 14. So I'm a heavier blue, actually. So that's 9, 8. Alright, let's do this. Oh, deck, it's cute that you think I have green in my deck. I mean, this hand's slow, but I can't throw back. Curate will help. So will Varian Books. Alright, so they're going to get aggro on me. Ooh, I like the Pledge Mage. And I do kind of need an island, but I don't actually want to leave it on top. And I drew one anyways. If they send the Pledge Mage, I just won't block. Alright, well, I'm willing to eat a trick. And that was pretty good for them. Maelstrom Muse will do a good job blocking, I think. So it could be +3/+1. If it is, any block is bad. Could be another Make Your Mark. If it is, then the 3/2 is the best block. Yeah, I don't know what the 1/4 is doing. It could be +2/+2 in Hexproof, in which case the 1/4 is the only not terrible block. I think I'm going to block here because I probably don't lose the Maelstrom Muse, and I can maybe leave up Varian Books next turn to try and eat a combat trick. Oh man, there was no right choice. Pillar Drop Warden's pretty good. So this is currently 5/6. I get. Do I just play the Archmage and hope? So I think they have a trick of some sort. Yeah, I'm going to play the Archmage and hope. I would love to draw like Lightning Bolt. That would be awesome. So they currently have 6. If they have the +3/+1 trick, I'm dead if I don't block, because they also get a trigger off the Pledge Mage. I guess I'll block the 1/4 and hope. I basically can't beat a trick. Alright, well, at least it wasn't damage to me. Now I need something cheap to play. I didn't want them to have something else to play. Kelpie Guide counts. Keeps me alive if they don't have another spell. Alright, so now I have to draw something and I need them to have nothing. Alright, I think I'm dead. They got me. I was just a little bit too far behind that whole game. Against an aggro deck. Well, the Lord Hold Pledge Mage looks pretty good. This should go here. So maybe I cut like the Explosive Welcome for a Pledge Mage. And maybe the Mentor's Guidance for another Pledge Mage. And an island for a mountain. Don't even care that they don't match. Alright. If it weren't for Thrill of Possibility, this would be a pretty tough keep. Very glad that's a mountain and not an island. That's the one I sideboarded in. So I think the Kelpie Guide is going to go here. So there's no reason to block, because if they have a spell, kills my Pledge Mage, and if they don't, I take 0, so I'm happy to see them use their turn on that. Alright, so as long as I don't get wrecked this turn, I think I'm in pretty good shape. Because then I have all instants in hand, including a removal spell. Oops. I'm going to not block. I'm not going to play into any combat tricks when I can leave up Burying Books next turn. Ooh, there's a good one. Alright. So I probably want to bury the Ifrit. Unless I want to kill the Ifrit. I think I'm going to do it like this and see what they do. So maybe I bury that instead of the Ifrit. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, well that was a pretty good exchange for me. Now I'm going to take 3, but that's fine. And curate. Pledge Mage is not bad. Let's keep that. And I guess I can even attack, because then I can pop Quiz for 1 and still leave up Curate. Alright, what do I want here? I want Elemental Summoning. I'm going to hold the curate. Yeah, I like my spot now. Just going to scoop it up. So they just have like infinite or infinite combat tricks. Resculpt is pretty bad, right? Like I can stop a combat trick and turn their creature into a 4/4, but that just seems bad. Yeah, Resculpt can target my own creature after it's gonna die. That's a fair point. I can use it as sort of like a counter to a combat trick. Still feels pretty bad, but maybe it's worth it. What would I cut for it? Maybe the Dusk Speaker, because I'm not really planning to attack much. Could be a thing. Alright, we'll try it like that. This seems fine. I think I like seeing that. Yeah, Lightning Bolt's going to be good, for sure. There we go. Let's counter their Learn spell, huh? Yeah, I'll trade. Alright. Can I get past my 4/4? If they attack, I won't block, because the Arcane Subtraction can change a combat. Well, now I'll attack. Alright, now I'm only 1 mana away from Elemental Mastery. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, I'm just going to Elemental Mastery here. And get Elemental Summoning. So I can play a Summoning, or I can play... I'm going to play the Maelstrom Muse, because then I can play Elemental Masterpiece next turn. I will take it. Ooh. Does that change anything? I think it does. Actually, I think it doesn't. I just want 2 4/4s. So they're at basically 6 life, 8 life. So unless they have another blocker, they can't afford to attack. There's no instant speed indestructible, right? Oh, there you go. Ooh, burying books. So if I bury the Hoffrey, that's lethal, right? 4, 8, 12. Yeah. Just want to see if I want to order anything. So I can make bury cost 2, which leaves me with 3 mana, which isn't enough to do anything. You, I guess. And got there. Excellent. Didn't even play the Archmage. Yeah, it was good being able to deal with the aggro. The lightning bolt was clutch. Well, that's not going to do it. This is solid. Do I throw back the masterpiece here? I feel like I do. I realize the mage makes it cheaper, but like I'm already on a mulligan. I have another one of those to hit later. If they're aggressive, it's really bad to have in my hand, etc., etc. Ooh, that was good. I will say I am missing that elemental mastery at this point, but that's alright. Alright. Bird Shaman. That counts. I'm not too worried about my life total just yet, and I do want to hit some lands. I don't really want Arcane Subtraction. Pledge Mage. I don't really want that either. Dust Speaker's good. Ooh, Compulsive Research. That's a sweet one. It's a really sweet one. I guess it's less sweet when you need land, but just keep getting in with the mage. Hopefully this Ardent Dust Speaker can dig me out of the card advantage hole I'm in right now. That's interesting. It's not a card you see very often. The campus is a red source for scrying, yes. Wow. I guess I want the Dean more. Which card is scarier? The Grinning Ignis is probably scarier, right? Because they've had mana problems. Yep, go to damage. Well, that's a bummer. It still doesn't make me want to bury in books, though. Oh, I could have buried my own Dust Speaker. Maybe I was supposed to do that, actually. That was a good thought. I should have thought of that. Yuppers. You got me. Yeah, so that the learn spell doesn't resolve, and then I still have my Dust Speaker too. Ooh, Masterpiece was good. So cost 6, that leaves me enough to bury in books and attacker even. Don't tap like that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it look like I have something with the red mana. Warden, that has reach. Yeah, you have trouble getting your flying creatures to hover in paper magic. Yeah, it takes a little extra work. Is there a good reason to bury? If I get in for 2, no, because I can just send them. They'll block the 3/3. I get in for 2. That puts them to 5. And then if they don't play another flyer, I can bury in books at end step on their reach creature and just kill them. Sure. I like that they're tapping mana on stuff. They could still have a counterspell up. Let's see if this works. I do have an army of 4/4 elementals. Hooray! It worked. Alright, so another Prismari deck. I don't think that changes anything. They look like they're a little bit more aggressive than mine. Yeah, just as is, I think. This seems good enough. Expressive Iteration could do some work for me. I'd rather play it on 3 than 2, though. Yeah, I'm going to wait on it, because that way I can dig to a land. I can exile the land and play it. That's getting pretty aggressive. Alright. Let there be a land in the top 3. There was. Put 1 in my hand. Put 1 into your library. Exile 1. Play land. Discard to hand size. I guess the 8 drop? Yeah. Wow. Just keep up the aggressive beats, huh? Man, I missed on a land. Alright, let's do this. I'll have to take the Pledge Mage one more time. Lands. Excellent. So I'm going to play this one here, because it blocks the Pledge Mage. So if they don't kill the Muse, if they don't kill either of my creatures, I can actually play the Masterpiece next turn, even without drawing a land. Because it makes it 2 cheaper from the Muse, and the Kelpie guy can untap a land. Yes, agreed, is a very aggressive start, and I miss lands, which is a huge bummer. Oh, that's irritating. Because that means when I block with the Muse, they get to kill it. But I have to. Mm-hmm. Two is a pretty scary life total to be at. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is play the Archmage. And if they do something, I'll be blocking with the Kelpie. But hopefully... Well, actually, this is less good. Mizzix's Mastery. Uh-oh. Is that lethal? I think it is. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep, dead. Well, I almost got there. If I hadn't missed a land drop. What do we got in there? Alright, so they're very aggressive Prismari. Does that make me want any of these Pledge Mages? Maybe cut the Explosive Welcome, add in a Pledge Mage. And I still don't think I want the Dust Speaker, so I'll play another Pledge Mage here. Yeah, alright. Yes, agreed. Mizzix's Mastery is a fantastic card. No red, and I don't care. Curate and Pop Quiz can get me there. And Burying Books is going to be good in this match. So Curate 2, hopefully find the red source for Spectacle Mage on 3. Ooh, Arcane Subtraction is good too. I'm going to dump both of these in my graveyard. Did not find the red. Well, that is unfortunate. But I have Pop Quiz to keep going. And if I miss on red for Pop Quiz, I can still get Elementals or Environmental Sciences. Brian Shakespeare. Ugh, still didn't find it. Alright, Environmental Sciences it is. Well, there's the red. And what do you do? Oh, you're just a big creature. Yeah, Muse will make the Sciences cost 0. I think I can just afford to take a hit here and just play 2 creatures. I could leave up Burying Books, but I'd prefer to do this, I think. Yeah, I would have to hold up 5, but that's, I mean, I have 5, so I could do that. Yep, that is true. But I am not going to. Well, maybe I want to now, actually. It's just better to bury it when it attacks, right? Because then it's down 1 more card. And it's a reduction of 2 already from the Spectacle Mages. And this allows me to leave it up for a trick or something. Alright. Let's see what it is. Probably the +3/+1. Let's let them learn first. And I don't really care about this Pledge Mage, so I'm just going to bounce the Torrent Sculptor. Bolt is pretty sweet. What do I have to learn for? Elemental Summoning is probably my best target here. So if I went -4/-0 on something, and then picked up the Elemental Summoning would cost like 2 or something, and I could bolt something. Yeah. Well, do I want to use the subtraction to try and win a combat? I don't think I do, actually. So I'm just going to do this. Because I think I can win the race here. So the real question is, do I want to bolt the Reflective Golem right now, or do I want to have lethal next turn? I think I want to have lethal next turn. The Environmental Sciences, it's not lethal. Ooh, a reach creature is unfortunate. I'm still going to do it. They get to eat the Maelstrom Muse, but they... the Environmental Sciences kind of ruins everything. I think I'm not going to do it. Because one more land makes Kelpie Guide a tapper, and then it's much better. So I'm just going to wait. Yeah, it'll get 1/1 from the summoning, but I don't particularly care about that. Yeah, I could do that, but I'm trying to just kill them. Yeah, they did decide on the Sciences. So they could play this as a removal spell. Guess they want to, because they don't want my tapper around. Presumably, yeah. That could be scary pretty soon. Okay, I would very much like to draw something here. That was not the something. Alright, what do we do here? I can't really just sit, right? The problem is if I send all the flyers and then bolt the 4/5, I get in 4 damage, but I still need 2 more attack phases. And with 1 more land and any spell, they get 5 and 5. That's not actually lethal. Yeah, they have unblockable attackers. I'm just trying to decide if I want to try to take the fast road and try to race, or the slow road. The slow road's probably not going to work out for me. So I guess I just have to do it. I haven't drawn either of my elemental masteries yet. I really need to draw a creature here, though. Or a removal spell, I suppose. They have to have a trick, right? But is the trick worth... It could be +3/+1, which would be fine. Could be -4/-0, which would also be fine. I think I just have to do it. I like that. Maybe it's a shock. Well, that was very good for me. Alright, I'm just sending 1. And my reasoning is, if they kill my 4/4, I'm dead on board. But if I don't attack with both and they kill my 4/4, I can at least chump and hope to draw something. And if they don't kill anything, I still have lethal in the air. Sure, Explosive Welcome is just lethal by itself. Oh, was that lethal? Ah, shoot. Well, it turns out I was dead to the removal spell anyways. Well, that was close. Very close. I need to draw 1 more non-land. I think either one of those was good enough. Right? Because 3, 4, 5... Oh, no. The Pigment Storm... Did they have to have both? 3, 4, 5... No, they only needed the Pigment Storm. So I don't know which one was the top deck. If I had done that, I still would have been taking the damage from their 2/3 because I wouldn't have had a blocker for it. So I think it plays out the same. Oh, I think I have to mulligan. Alright, I'll keep this. And Master's going on the bottom. No, if I'd attacked with the 4/4, they would have just double blocked with their 2/3s. And then I would have lost my 4/4. They would have lost one of their 2/3s, the one that became unblockable later. And then I would have been taking damage from the 2/3. Come on, red source. Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess that was it. I had a lot of cards that I could have drawn that would have made waiting better, but I didn't find any of them. I don't want either of those. Well, now I would have liked one more land for the Death Speaker. They have an instant, huh, for 1 red. Lightning Bolts or Shock? Probably Shock. Obviously Red Cap in LA. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, there's Academic Dispute. Okay. Well, at least I get to trade because I get to double block. Well, that's the best square up there's ever going to be ever. Alright, let's do this. 1 into my hand. I'm going to get to play a land here. I guess this will go into my hand. 1 into my library. Exile 1. Yep, definitely got wrecked by that square up. Berry seems good. I want that. Do I want the Spectacle Mage? I kind of do, but I also kind of can't afford... Oh, no, because Berry will cost 1 less, so I want them both. Crap. Ugh. Man, they just have it all, huh? So I'm going to have to bury, which leaves me with 2 mana. How much damage am I taking here? 5, 6. So I'm going to 1. I have bury and bolt. What if I environmental sciences? That leaves me with, environmental sciences will actually get me there through another turn at least. Right, because I sciences, yeah, and then I bolt, and then I bury the pledge mage. Alright, I might actually still be in this, even though I've gotten wrecked twice now, as long as they don't have a counter spell or a pump spell, or I guess a burn spell. Even shock kills me. Alright, that worked. Alright. What's the follow-up? Cody. Okay, well, they can buy back Pigment Storm, but that only deals 1 to me on the trample damage. That's out of range of Explosive Welcome. Ugh. I am super wrecked. I thought I had a chance. Turns out, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just play this. Maybe they won't attack with everything? If they don't attack with everything, then I can double block one of the 7/7. Alright, well, I'm dead. They had it all this game. Yeah, that's enough. Do I want to change anything? I don't think so. Just need to draw better? It was cool to see Cody in action. You don't see that very often. Yeah, this is fine. Curate on 2, hopefully find a red source, and then I can expressive iteration. Actually, I guess I wouldn't want to iteration on 3 because I would have had to play my mountain first. I don't think I want the arcane subtraction here, so that can go to the yard. See if I can find my red source. Yeah, alright, got one. I guess I'll bolt that. Well, it looks like this card's actually going to get activated since I can't attack through that thing. Let's do this first. Wow. Alright. That was pretty unfortunate, actually. I guess I'll put this one in my hand. And I'll put this one in my library and exile this one. And then not have the red source to use it. Nope. I will keep that one. Do need to find land, though. I guess I don't have to find land, because the Maelstrom use can get me there. Can you? Where is it? It says you may play. I don't think so. Yeah, because you have to discard it. So I wouldn't be able to do that. So let's see. If I play another Maelstrom, 3, 4, I would need to draw another land to be able to Emeritus and Spectacle Mage and Elemental Masterpiece in the same turn. The curve is a bit awkward here. But if I play Spectacle Mage, then I can activate Dean. I'm just going to get my beat down on. Let's play the Masterpiece now. Pillar Drop Warden can buy it back at some point too. If I draw a land, I can play Spectacle Mage and something. That was pretty good. Send them all. So here I'm going to play Archmage and Pop Quiz. I still get to play a land this turn. I'm kind of tempted to take Environmental Sciences just so that I can immediately play it and draw another card. But that's probably not right. I probably just want creatures. So next turn I have 8 mana. Maelstrom adds 2 effectively, so 10 mana. So I can play Maelstrom Muse and Elemental Summoning, I guess. So Tome Shredder can become a 4/4. I think that's fine. Kelpie is a tapper now. So 3, 3, that's 6. That leaves me with 2. If I play Spectacle Mage for 3 and Kelpie for 3, that's 6. That leaves me with 2. But Elemental Summoning gets cheaper. Yeah, okay, I can do all those things. So do I want the Ifrit or the Shredder? I think I want the Shredder because it can get huge really fast. And I think I can just block the Ifrit for days. Do this first, see what I draw. Archmage going off here. Already been worth 2 extra cards. Cody, alright. And tap something with the guide. Sure. I can always untap it if I want. Do I want? They have 9 mana. So they could block it. They'd still take 7. Yeah, I think I want to. Wait, hold on. Next spell this turn. So tapping Cody doesn't actually do anything for me. Yes, they could do that, or they could just, I guess, not activate it. So it doesn't do nothing for me. But really, I just want to push damage. I don't want to give them a chance to get back in. Okay. Ooh, they found a removal spell. That's pretty good. But it was enough. Alright. It doesn't do anything because they can untap it. They have their own Kelpie. I don't really see anything I want to change. I still don't like Reject. Resculpt is kind of interesting with Cody, but not really. Warden's really bad against their 1/5. Yeah, just run it back. Alright, this is fine. It's a little slow, but their deck's not especially fast. Barry might help. Got a Kelpie, okay. I'm going to pop quiz on their turn because otherwise I have to discard to hand size. Also, if they do something like play Cody, I know that I want to find my destroy target artifact card. Really? Alright. I guess I'll just take it. Okay. So I'm going to have 8, 9 cards, minus 2. Okay, so do I just want elemental summoning? It's not that good right now. Do I want start from scratch as a safety precaution? I could have Bury-in Books as a safety precaution. Yeah, I'll just take the summoning. Okay. So summoning or Dusk Speaker? I guess Dusk Speaker, because they block equally as well, and Dusk Speaker is better at attacking. Okay. So they're getting aggro on me. Kelpie doesn't seem like a great play. But summoning's bad because they can just sack the Warden to buy back the Heated Debate. So I guess I'll play the Kelpie here and leave up Bury-in Books. Man, quit it. Alright, I guess I'll put the Kelpie guide back because the Tome Shredder has haste. Four and 3. So I know I have Kelpie guide on top. If I send, put something on the bottom, I have Kelpie guide. I could still play Maelstrom Muse. I actually don't want the Kelpie Guide. So maybe what I just do is play this Maelstrom Muse and this Mentor's Guidance. And I can scry the Kelpie Guide to the bottom. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh. Well, that is also a good one. Alright, so the question is, so this is dealing the 5. Do I want to kill the flyer or the pillar drop warden? I'm in kind of a precarious position with this trickster. You think with the warden? The flyer is pretty scary, especially because they have Kelpie Guide on top. They're not that close to tapping things, but I'm pretty low life. Yeah, I'm at 5. I think it's got to be the trickster. As much as I would like to kill the warden here. Expressive iteration is interesting, but I think I want to send the Dusk Speaker. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so let's do this. And then I can thrill and try to hit a land. Yeah. Although I do really want to... Nah, I'm still going to thrill. No, don't tap like that. Alright, come on, land. Any lands? Yes. We did it. Alright, so now do I take start from scratch as a safety precaution against Cody? Because otherwise it's like a gain 2 or a 3-2. Yeah, I think I can do that now. It also means that if they block with Pillar Warden on a 4-4, I can start from scratch and finish it off. Sure. Mm-hmm. So I have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 if you count this. So I can actually cast the Summoning and the Masterpiece. Oh shoot, I didn't send the muse. That was dumb. He didn't Tome Shredder. That's weird. Oh, that's why. Let's see what I find with Curate. Graveyard, both of you. Alright, I'm going to send the 4/4s. I'm not sending the Dust Speaker right now because they could just block it with a 5/5. As it stands, my start from scratch plus a 4/4 kills their 5/5, whereas the Dust Speaker would just be suiciding. So I actually would prefer to kill the Reach creature here. Because they can dig up another Serpentine with it. Alright. Oh, they wanted Scoop. I thought it was closer than that, but I'll take it. Alright, 2-1. It's alright. Okay, I'm going to call it a little bit early tonight. I plan to be back Friday. All your boys. Oh, was it lethal with everybody? Here, I'll open some packs real quick. But I do plan to be back Friday. And hopefully I'll see you all there. And maybe by then I will have gotten some more drafting in. I didn't draft at all over the weekend. I only finished the deck you saw me draft on Friday, which I won my last match with. I am getting a refrigerator soon. It arrives tomorrow between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Hopefully I get some games in, or some matches in, but I may have to be doing some like unpacking of the house and stuff too, so we'll see how much I get in before Friday. But I will plan to be here on Friday. So hopefully I'll see you all then, and until then, have a good week.